and it's the beginning of something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You gotta start somewhere.
For sure.
Gotta start somewhere. Matter of fact, man, just because, man, go on it.
Hell yeah, you won't
tap your boy off one time, man.
For sure. You let me know when you ready, brother.
Man, you call it.
All right, we about to go then. I'm about to just drop in. Welcome, everyone, to the Follow D Money podcast. I'm in my 4th season, and this week I have a gentleman here who I've known his work, and I've known about him. I've seen him around, and I had to make it official today. And today I have Kenny Sonny Horge, better known to the world as FINGERCREATIONS by his work. Thank you for coming.
Appreciate you having me, bro.
Absolutely. I have to tell the story about how I heard about you or saw you without actually knowing you. So,
all right,
mutual friend of ours, Fred Jones, had a shoe boutique on Mass Ave, and he had this artwork in there. I think you had Tupac, you had Biggie in there, I think, but you just had a lot of artwork in there. And I was like, that's dope as hell. And Fred was like, oh, you don't even know. He said, my guy paints with his fingers. And I said, what? He said, yeah, he paints that with his fingers. And I was like, man, I said, that it looks, not that it's different to paint with your fingers, but it just, you don't expect that.
Right.
From the normal eye looking at art. And that was about 5-6 years ago, I would say, 5 or 6 years ago. And recently, I was at a Jada Kiss concert with Fred, and you presented Jada Kiss with some artwork that you did for him.
Indeed.
And I decided the wait is over. Bring you on the podcast and let the world know your story.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me, bro.
Right on.
Yeah, so where you want me to start?
So I would like to know, first of all, where you from and where you come from.
So born and raised right here, Naptown's home.
Right.
You know,
what side of town?
Northwest side.
Okay.
Yeah. So 71st Street area.
Okay.
Grew up.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Love it here. You know, family's here. Most of my family's from Hoptown. Dad's from Brooklyn.
Yep.
You know, I always wonder what it would have been like
if you grew up there.
Yeah. But I love that.
Okay.
But as far as the art goes, man, I've been drawing since a kid, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where, you know, the spot I'm in now, I never would have thought, you know, art could bring me to some of the things and people and places I've been because of it.
Yep.
So, yeah.
How, when you began to create art, how did it start for you?
Cartoon characters.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, I would get up every Saturday morning, you know, that bowl of cereal. Garfield, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All that type shit. Yeah, but I always started with cartoons.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep. And you would just use pencils?
Yeah, as a kid, you know what I mean? Crayons, you know, pencils, pen, whatever.
Yep.
Just draw with whatever.
Yep.
You know.
And when did you know that art was going to be your thing?
Bro, and see, this is the crazy part. Like, I gotta say this first and foremost. You know, I tell anybody and everybody that I talk to, like, man, we all got a God-given gift. Yeah. I don't care who you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we all talented and gifted at something.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I've always knew I was good at drawing and shit, but, you know, I didn't think that was my way to the world.
Right. That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'll keep it G with you. Like, man, shit, I grew up with Jason Gardner. He's like my best friend, like my brother and shit. Like, I always thought ball was gonna be my shit. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, you couldn't tell me nothing. But I always thought it was ball, but it was never ball. You know what I'm saying? It was never ball.
Sometimes we don't pay attention.
Nah, we don't.
To the signs, yeah.
You know, it's just it's the love for it. I love ball like I do art.
Yep.
But you know, it's really recent, like 10, 12 years I've been doing this now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I always think, like, man, wonder where I'd be at if, you know what I'm saying?
If you had just honed it back then.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But I'm also a firm believer, man, everything happens for a reason.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Good and bad. So, you know, it wasn't time for me to do that yet.
Okay.
You know, God wasn't ready for me to put me in the positions, you know what I mean? I wasn't mature enough then.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, straight up.
So what happened 10 to 12 years ago that made you say, yes, I'm an artist?
So I used to work at this place called Options Treatment Center.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I would work with kids.
Yep.
You know, I would work at third shift. You know what I mean? I would monitor the hallways while they would sleep and, you know what I mean, whatnot. But so it was one night, I was bored.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I just, like, man, just draw a little something. You know what I mean? And next thing you know, one person's like, man, draw something for me. You know what I mean? I'll throw you a couple dollars.
Yep.
Whatever. I was like, all right. I mean, did that. Started doing it more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And next thing you know, it was like, man, I may got something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially when people start seeking you out.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like when people ask for it, it's like, all right, hold on, man. Let me try to turn this corner one time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's really kind of where it started. You know, I remember my very first piece. And what's crazy is doing it with my hands, like that's where it started at Options.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
so you were doing it with your hands there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this wasn't, I thought you were doing this with pencils and.
Nah. So, okay, let me get something straight. I'll draw the picture out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not totally like just
right. Okay.
by hand.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I have to draw the picture out first, and then I use what we call oil pastels.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So once I get my hands on the oil pastels, that's when I get to using my fingers and blending everything and bringing that shit to life.
Okay.
So it's not technically all the way with my fingers, but at the same time, the picture don't look like this without me doing it with my fingers.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
Yeah, and so back to Options. So the very first picture I had did was a Lil Wayne.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And the way I did it, it was crazy. I wish I never would have got rid of it. You know what I mean? Like it was one of those pieces where, looking back, like, damn, that should always be in the archive. You know what I mean? But it's not. You know what I mean? It's all good.
You know who has it?
Honestly, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't. I can't remember who I sold it to. You know what I mean? I just sold so many pieces and whatnot, but I can't remember who got it. But somebody has it.
Yeah.
And but I always look back like, damn, I wish I still had that piece. But so that's when I kind of started, you know, doing it with my hands. And let me go back. That's not where I started. It's where I started selling to people.
Right.
But initially started doing with my hands was at my mom's crib.
Okay.
I had did a mural on her wall of my grandfather, my grandmother, and my great-grandmother.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
And then she had made the comment, like, baby, if I move, I ain't gonna be able to take this with me.
I ain't take the whole wall.
You know what I'm saying? So that's when she was like, why don't you go to Lowe's and get you a piece of drywall? Boom.
Yeah.
We gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always got to tell that story because it's like, you know, moms put that idea like, do this on drywall. If you know what I mean, it's the same thing you doing on the wall. Like, go get some drywall. And, man, every piece, drywall.
Damn. I didn't know that either.
Yeah. Everything I do, this right here.
That's on drywall.
Drywall.
Let's talk about this out here.
Yeah.
The Muhammad Ali. That's dope as hell. What you got on there?
Man, so when you first met me, it wasn't like this.
Right. No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and this new technique, I didn't come up with it. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing new under the sun.
Right.
You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. Like, as an artist, we kind of, you know, take from others a little bit to add to our flavor just to enhance it a little bit. So it's a chick out in Cali that I first seen using glass. And I always was like, damn, man, that's kind of unique right there, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just so happened, one of my art friends, she had, you know what I mean, worked with the glass a little bit. Shout out to Ashley, you know what I mean? Shout out to whole 18, you know what I mean? That's family right there.
Okay.
But she had kind of put me in that lane with the glass.
Okay.
And so I always was like, man, you know, my work, I know people like it. You know what I mean? I like it.
Yeah.
But it needed something. It needed something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To really bring it to that level of like, okay, now you working.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Or even setting yourself apart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the art world, man, it's jungle out here,
it's like
man.
the podcast world. It's saturated.
Yeah, you know.
It's a lot of them out there.
You know, and it's like, what you gonna do to separate yourself?
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, you know, I started kind of with the hands and the drywall, you know what I mean? But at the same time, when people see the work, they not understanding that. They just seeing the work.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Even me right now, I did not know that was drywall.
Yeah.
So that to me, that brings a whole nother aspect to it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, well, you know, because you knew me before, but if the average person seen it, they not gonna know I did that with my hands.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, how do you get that to the people?
Yeah.
You know, and the only way I'm gonna get that part to the people is by talking about it.
Yep.
I can't show that unless I'm doing something live or something.
Yep.
But, you know, the glass, it speaks for itself.
How is it working with glass? Because I mean,
in all honesty,
as a kid, we was told if you break glass, like just do not mess with it.
yeah, well, I'll be honest with you. So, you know, you can break your glass, you know, yourself and whatnot, but I buy mine from Michael's.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'll
Yep.
be straight
You
up
just
anybody.
you buy broken glass.
Broken glass
Yep.
from Michael's.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So if anybody want to know, you know what I mean? I ain't a hoarder. I ain't gonna hoard information. You know what I mean? You want to do
Put 'em
your
on
own-
game.
Yeah, put them on game.
Yep.
So I get mine from Michael's. You know what I mean? And just so when I'm done with the picture,
Yep.
I'll pour resin on it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Clear, high resin.
Yep.
And then once I pour that on there, I'll sprinkle my glass on there
Nice.
accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
So that just, it gives it a different texture. It gives it a different look. And even looking at it in photos, you know what I mean? It's not the same seeing it in person.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I always say, like, man, yeah, it's nice in a photo, but it's nothing like you go see
Right here.
in person.
Yeah. I mean,
You know?
it gives it an edge for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like just looking at it, it just stands out.
my guy.
Yep.
My guy.
You referenced it earlier, just a few minutes ago, but you talked about the 18.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's kind of a big deal. And a lot of people might not know in the art, if they're not in the art community, about the 18. Can you talk about that?
Man, so, shout out again to the 18, man. A lot of us all of us really doing big things, man. But back in 2020, man, we all came together to do the Black Lives Matter mural downtown on Indiana Avenue.
Yep.
And, you know, we didn't know then, but that was the start of something, you know.
Magical.
Yeah, you know. So since then, we formed a collective, you know what I mean?
Nope.
And, I mean, we've been doing stuff left and right, bro.
For real.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, everybody has their own lane in the 18, and like, and I got to say this too, because it's like during 2020 and a little bit before, like, man, I took a hiatus.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that art world can, you know what I mean? Like, it's heavy, bro.
Right.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
Like, only the strong survive in it for real.
Right.
Like, and you know, it was to a point where, like, man, I kind of got in a tunnel.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't working, artist block.
Like you couldn't create.
Yeah, like
Kinda.
not that I couldn't. It was just I was just in a different space.
Was
you know
it
what I mean?
because of everything that was going on, or it was just like more inner, like personal stuff?
Man, a little bit of both.
Okay.
A little bit of both.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, and I just, as an artist, man, and me personally, I can't speak for all artists, but I got to be in my, I got to be in my mode when I'm working.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like, if I'm not engaged the way I'm supposed to be, my work's gonna reflect it.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, mentally, a lot of it, you know, I had to, you know, like I said, just take a step back, not do as much, you know. It was kind of where, you know, I wasn't selling.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I was in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. It just in a different space. Just in a different space.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And so the 18, you guys did the Black Lives Matter mural.
Correct.
But then was it recently that y'all did something at Newfields, right?
Yeah, well, next month.
It's coming up.
It's coming up.
Okay, because I saw the little trailer for it, and I mean it was dope.
Yeah.
So I'm anticipating it,
bro. So
how did that come about? Because Newfields has a reputation.
Yeah.
And being an artist in the city, there had to be some kind of feeling coming from the community.
Yeah.
So how did that come about?
Man, bro, so I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I mean, me personally, I was kind of on the fence about it in the beginning.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, because once that little whole situation happened with them, you know, I'm like,
well, some people don't know what happened with Newfields. Like, a lot of people don't know the background and the history of it. So,
yeah, I mean, so basically, bro, I'll just say this, man. You know, they looking out for their people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just keep it like that. And, you know, it was some backlash on it. Some backlash on it. And, you know, people was kind of on the fence about doing it. But at the same time, you know, I kind of look at it like one of those things, man, damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? Because you ain't going to please everybody. You ain't gonna please everybody, no matter what you try to do, how much you try to, you know.
No matter how good you feel about it, no matter how honest it is.
No matter what. No matter what. Everybody gonna have their opinions.
Right.
Everybody gonna have their opinions. So, for me personally, once they did some of the things and we talked as a collective, you know what I mean? Because it was some discussions going on.
So Newfields reached out to someone. Is that what happened?
Correct. Okay. So, we were supposed to do this last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like this was supposed to have been done already.
Oh, okay.
But we backed out.
Oh.
Yeah, the 18 backed out. So it was one of those things where, like, man, you know, we ain't feeling it right now.
Okay.
You know, and we need to figure out some things. Long story short, we ended up coming together and going ahead and doing it.
Good.
You know.
And so what's the exhibit going to be? What's it about?
Man, so it's about the 18. It's our personal works.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And that's what's so, you know, beautiful about it, because in reality, man, you know, this is big, bro. It really is to have, you know, 18 Black female and male artists to be in a, you know, national museum.
Yeah.
That don't happen like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, we trying to make something happen for us.
Yep.
You know, and this just ain't about the 18. Like, this is big for our whole community.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And, you know, I ain't even gonna go that lane because I'm a very deep person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, it could very well be something that is talked about years from now.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm very excited about the whole.
I'm excited about it too.
The whole show.
Yeah.
And
I will definitely be there.
hey, yes, bro, you definitely got to be there.
I will definitely be there.
We all working on something that's gonna be, you know, eye catching.
Good,
especially for me.
Okay.
I went out the box on this one.
Okay.
So, you know,
it's something special.
It's something special. It's something special.
How, just talking about this, how important in the art world, coming from a minority perspective, is access and inclusion in art?
Man, it's everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it really is, bro, because art, we all are artists in some type of form or fashion.
Yeah.
You know, from the way you dress, you know, to the way people cut hair.
Yeah.
We all are artists.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just ain't paintbrush and pencil or pastels or whatever. Like, man, art is everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Art is life. That saying is real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So as far as, you know, us as a whole, it's important, man, because we need those outlets.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And we deserve those outlets.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, we're great in those areas.
Yep.
So why not?
Right.
Why not?
Right.
You know?
Right. And those people deserve to see it.
They definitely
because
deserve to see
because you're
it.
shutting out a whole side of the world.
Man, come on, man.
Shutting them out.
And to be honest, man, not knocking anybody that's on this side, but over here, man, you got all kind of dope shit going on.
Right.
That needs to be seen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It
Right.
should be seen.
Right.
But
without access, it'll never get seen the way it should.
Man. Man, come on, man. You just said it. You just said it. So, but yeah, we deserve that. We definitely deserve that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? The world, and to be honest, like, man, if you ain't really noticed, man, the world's moving towards, I mean, it's been moving towards the arts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, for real.
Yeah.
So,
even with the whole like NFT movement and all that stuff, like art is it's actually becoming more of a commodity.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. In every way, shape, and form. You know what I mean? Like I said, from the shoes to the NFTs to the gear, you know what I mean? Everything.
Yeah.
You know, is definitely a movement. And I feel like, you know, as a kid, you know what I mean, we was talking earlier going back, like, man, if you was told somebody you want to be an artist growing up, like, man, boy, you better think of something else.
Yeah. Right.
You ain't about to get no money.
Yeah, you ain't gonna make a living off of that. That's
you know
what we told.
Yeah, like for real. So, and especially I mean, I think social media. You know what I mean? Because social media
it plays a huge role.
Man, it's the biggest role.
Right.
You know, because now artists really have an outlet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That they can create for themselves.
Exactly.
Right.
Like for the whole world to see.
Right.
Before that, you know, again, we weren't getting invited to no museums or nothing like that to show work.
Right.
So when social media came, it's like, man, I can post this one picture and everybody in the world can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
We need that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So for real.
Who in the city? And I mean, and the 18 are all from Indianapolis, right?
Most of them. I know it's a couple of them that's not.
Okay.
But yeah, for the most part.
But in the city, who do you get inspiration from? Like, who do you look at as not necessarily competition, but like they working, they doing their damn thing?
Man, so first I got to go to, you know, my guy Kevin.
K West?
K West. Yeah, you know K West?
I've been reaching out to him.
Okay, you need to go and have him in here as well, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, my guy makes moves. You know what I'm saying? He makes moves.
I know he does, yeah.
So, you know, he's definitely an inspiration. My guy Omar, I went to Vincennes with, like, man, he stay on his grind.
Yep.
You know, my guy Gary G. You know, the whole, and like I said, the whole 18 really, because going back to when I was, you know, in my little mode in 2020, before 2020, like, man, they the one kind of pulled me out. Like, you know, once that collective started,
right,
I really started getting it back into it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense. They brought you back into the fold.
They brought me back. And like I said, my girl Ashley plugged me with the glass, and
dang,
now I'm back in the game.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? Both feet in.
Yep.
So
that's what's up.
We here.
Yeah.
We here.
So after Newfields, and you know, you're still creating, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
To be honest, bro, as far as the artist goes, man, I think I'll be in the fast lane still. I feel like, you know what I mean, right now, I'm kind of back and forth between the fast lane and the middle lane.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But from 5 years now, I definitely feel like I'll be in that fast lane and just on cruise control. So
Okay.
the way it's going, I feel like, man, I'm an energy guy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I can feel you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why even when we first met, like the energy was there.
Right on. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like
Yep.
you can tell.
Right.
But I feel like my energy's going towards that.
That's
you know
what's
what I
up.
mean? Like even just these past, few months, like man, shit's been like clockwork for me.
Good.
You know what I mean? To the
Yep.
point where like, damn, man, I got this, got to get it done. You know what I mean? I got this to do, but it's a good thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like I ain't complaining.
It's a good grind.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's a good grind. So, it's going, bro. It's definitely going.
Good.
And I don't post a lot of my stuff like I used to.
Yeah.
Stuff that I'm working on, client work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just
Yeah.
got done doing a mural with a couple of guys or ladies from the 18.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I ain't posted nothing about that. But
Yep.
it's a lot going on, man.
Good.
It's a lot going on.
Good.
And I'm definitely excited for Butter. I got a new piece that I ain't shown yet for Butter. So it's like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's we up right now. We up right now.
When you start to, let's say you have a show coming up, or let's say you are not doing something commissioned,
Right.
how do you decide what you're going to paint?
Man, I got a funny way of finding like the right pictures.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it's always been people for me.
Yeah.
It's just something about capturing people in certain moments.
Yep.
You know what I mean? The way they looking, you know what I mean? If it's a side view, you know what I mean? Like, I just got that eye for
Right.
some reason with drawing people.
Yep.
So I always just look to try to find that unique, image that I could do, even like with this one.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where most of the time when you see my work, it's just the face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't do too much of the body or anything like
Right.
that. But with that one, it was like, that's a classic picture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had to.
Yeah.
I had to.
It look good, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
So I want to know, I want to know what art means to you.
What it means to me. I mean,
Like if you had to define art, how would you define it?
for me, like, man, it's life, baby. Cause, I found my lane. It's everything.
Yeah.
Cause I work a 9 to 5 as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't a full-time artist. I was for a couple years, you know what I mean? But life happens.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I still do it for the love, because of the love. I'm trying to get to the point where I'm not working. But for me, it's everything, man, because it's my escape.
Yeah.
It's nothing like when you walk in a room or an exhibition and people like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's just like damn, God I did do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? God blessed me with a talent to do something like this where people really love it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I can't describe it, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
right. No, it's a great feeling, I bet.
it's a great feeling, bro.
Yeah.
It's a great feeling. Like,
Yeah.
of course, as an artist, we want the money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But at the same time, for a true artist, man, it's nothing like when people show you that love.
Yeah.
Like,
When you
that
get- when you-
genuine love. Like, bro,
recognition.
your shit's dope.
Right. That's priceless.
It's priceless.
Yeah. That's priceless.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when I sell a picture, you know what I mean? I get the money, but I'm going to spend that money.
Right. It's gone.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to spend that money.
Yeah.
When you get this piece of work, bro, you getting
Yeah.
something you can pass
it.
down,
Right,
you know what I
right.
mean? Whatever.
Right.
It's solid.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's going to stay with you.
Right.
And it's something that, is one of a kind.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
How would you define success in your life?
man, I've been successful, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the way I look at life, man, I ain't gonna go into it, but yeah, my childhood was different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like different for real. my mom's did everything, you know what I mean, she could for us, you know what I'm saying? But when I look at myself now and from where I came from, like, shit, man, we've been successful, bro. We got food, we got tables, you know what I mean? Right. Roof over our head, car to drive, you know what I mean? And, like, the older I get, man, a lot of stuff don't mean a lot to me like it used to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we all blessed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just sitting right here talking to you, you know what I mean, with your team and everything, like, we all blessed.
Right.
Because when you look around the world, man, it's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
And it could be a lot different for you.
It could be. Or we could not be here.
Exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I mean, success for me, bro, is like, man, yeah, we all want the nice things. I mean, I've always been like that. I want the nice, you know what I mean, the nice whips, the cars, the shoes, you know what I mean, all that. But it don't even matter. It don't matter, bro. Like, I drive my work van almost everywhere I go, you know what I mean? If it give me from point A to point B, you know what I mean, I'm good. Yeah. But, you know, as far as the art world go, I feel like I'm already successful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I got artwork in all kind of celebrities' cribs and studios. I got artwork in, you know, everyday people's cribs, you know what I mean, and whatnot. So, like, man, God's blessed me, bro. Man, like I said, I'm a quiet guy. I don't really talk a lot. You know what I mean? And everything I've got, man, like, man, I'm humble about it, bro. Cause I mean, I know what it's like not having it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Well, I don't have much else. How can people find you on social medias?
Man, so Instagram at FingerCreations. Facebook, Sonny Hordes. I ain't really got too much other shit. I need to. Everybody keep talking about this TikTok and you know what I mean? I'm like, man, you know.
You gotta do it.
Hey,
you gotta do it.
If it's gonna bring me more,
exactly. I don't do it, but I gotta do it.
It's what people doing, so you gotta stay with that wave. You know
how can people get you get your art or get commissioned or something like that? How can people find you to have you work for them?
So mostly, you know what I mean, social media, either Facebook or Instagram. You can email me at myfingercreations@gmail. I ain't gonna put my number out there. You know what I'm saying?
Blow up.
But yeah, I mean, either one of those three, you know what I'm saying, you can definitely get in touch with me, bro.
That's what's up. Today we had something to sip on. Our friends at New Riff Distillery laced us with a lot of merch and some bourbon, some rye, and I want to thank them for getting us right today. So shout out to New Riff.
It definitely ain't too bad either. You know what I'm saying? Because you definitely got me out my element.
Right. So my last question for you: do you watch movies?
Man, not like I used to.
Not like you used to. Well, I just want to know, what is your favorite movie of all time?
Man, favorite movie of all time, man. I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
Belly.
Okay. I used to know Belly by heart. Like
by heart.
By heart.
You know what I'm saying?
I probably still do, and I ain't watched it in a couple of years, but I bet I know it by heart.
Yeah, I ain't seen it in a minute, but that's definitely
I love that.
Belly. That or either Training Day.
Okay, I love
one of the two.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, them two fire ones right there.
My nigga.
They fire. Well, I want to thank you for coming, my brother.
Hey, I appreciate you having me, man.
Yeah.
Straight up.
And we're gonna work together again for sure.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get y'all a piece for the studio. Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. I gotta get you a piece for the studio.
For sure. I want to thank everybody for listening. I want to thank Sonny for coming out, taking his time, showing the piece to everybody. Please go to our socials. Follow D-Money Pod on everything. Follow dmoney.com for the website, merch, everything. See you next week. Peace out.
Right. Killed it.
Yes, sir. That wasn't too bad at all.
Nah, man.
No, brother.
What'd you think? You dig it?
Hell yeah.
It's fun when you get into it, man.
Yeah, for real.
It feels good, man.
And I've listened to all of his episodes. all of them. That was a flow. That was an easy conversation.
Well, that's his energy, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I
you know
just feed
what I'm
off. Hey, I feed off you, man.
Yes, sir.
For real.
Yes, sir.
Man, you
This
should
dope
start
shit.
doing
Yeah,
more,
that's-
man. You represent well, man.
I
Your story
appreciate
and
it.
what you're trying to do,
I
man.
Yeah,
appreciate
that would definitely be easy listen. People will
Yeah.
for sure listen to that one for sure.
Man, I appreciate
It
it.
doesn't
y'all.
always
Definitely.
flow quite like that.
Yeah, so,
I mean, we don't have any horror stories.
well, I mean, sometimes it just seems like an interview, but that one, like, you were asking them questions, but it was just flowing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it
So this
wasn't
is
like
crazy. This is on drywall. I didn't notice that either. And
I
I
know,
started
that's
seeing
so
the
dope,
edges,
bro.
Yeah. Man, you wouldn't believe. So, if you go to Michael's
Yep.
to get you, just say like a 48 by 48 canvas,
Yep.
gonna run you about $300. You know what I'm saying? I go to Lowe's, give me an 8-foot by 6-foot, $10, bro. You see what I'm saying? So that's
Budget
another angle. You know, as an artist, it's like,
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
my overhead is.
That's crazy.
And then my pastels, they like 38 cents a piece.
Damn.
So it's like to create this piece right here.